Hey guys, I hope everybody's doing well. Today I want to talk a little bit about the many benefits of playing an instrument as a hobby. And I'd also like to offer some reasons why you should consider picking one up and learning how to play. Now, for me, playing an instrument's always been a part of my life. When I was a kid, I got my first guitar and I learned how to play it when I was in elementary school. And after that, I picked up the trumpet and then I got to play a variety of brass instruments all through high school and even into drum corps in the years after. And in the time since then, I've continued to make music and I've learned how to play a little bit of piano and make music on the computer. And it's something that I continue to find a lot of joy in. And, I'd like to see other people find that same joy. So let's get into a few specific reasons why you want to pick up an instrument and learn how to play. The first one I've already kind of mentioned. It's kind of hard to avoid, but it's just fun. There's a lot of joy to be had in playing an instrument and, playing your favorite songs and entertaining and overcoming the challenges associated with playing an instrument. It's a very active process and it's going to be very rewarding as time goes on and you learn new things and overcome challenges. You're going to get a lot more reward out of that than other things you might do with your free time, like laying around and watching Netflix or playing video games. You can also share your talents with other people, and they can enjoy that too, and everybody can kind of have fun together. So, obviously, there's a lot of great benefits there. But that's not the only thing. The benefits extend beyond the act of playing and in the moment kind of things because it's also really good for your brain. Over time, as you develop your skill and overcome challenges and learn how to think on the spot in the moment, because playing music is a transient process. It happens in real time, and there's no chance to sit around and make decisions or ponder over your next move. You've constantly got to be aware of what you're doing now and what you're going to be doing in the future, any kind of adjustments you need to make, and especially if you're in an ensemble, you got to be aware of where you are relative to the people around you. So it's a constant process of information coming in, decisions being made, and actions being taken. And that's really good for you. In fact, a study done by Heinrich Heine University found that musicians tend to have a bigger corpus callosum than other people, which that's just the connection between the left and right hemispheres of your brain. So, what that means is you've got a more effective communication network. When you process information, that happens more quickly, and as a result, you can make decisions more quickly. And as you do this over time, you're going to build confidence. These are all qualities that are excellent to have in many areas of life, but especially in our careers. Everybody wants someone who can work under pressure in the moment and get results fast. And no matter what skills you have, being able to bring that confidence to the table is going to be really important, especially in today's world where business is really fast paced and often cutthroat. The people who can do those things are going to be the ones who succeed, and you're going to be able to build some of those skills from playing an instrument. Now, as great as this is, you may be thinking there's more to life than business, and maybe that's not the motivation you want to have. Well, the benefits go well beyond your working career because they extend into your later years. Now, we all know that as people age, they tend to experience some form of cognitive decline, and we're always looking for ways to improve that or combat that or maybe even find a cure. Well, I can't say that this would cure it, but I can say that there have been two studies done. One was very recently, just last year, at Monash University. They were able to bring in 10,000 people, 10,000 adults, and interview them about whether or not they play an instrument and examine their current status as far as cognitive decline and things like that. They found a 35% to 39% reduction in risk for cognitive decline among those adults. And not only do we have that study, but going back about 10 more years to 2014, there was another study done by the USC, and they brought in 27 pairs of twins, which that allowed them to rule out any differences that come from genetics. And in doing that, they were able to find a 64% reduction in the risk for cognitive decline. So, given that, learning an instrument isn't only beneficial in your career and for fun, but it can be really good for your health. And, we all want to have our health for as long as possible. And especially, now you can play an instrument. So you're going to be healthy and you're going to get to spend those years enjoying things, enjoying playing an instrument with your loved ones, and it's going to be a much better time for you than maybe if you hadn't. So, lots of reasons why you really want to pick up an instrument. It's totally going to rewire your brain and give you that competitive edge, and you're going to be able to enjoy that talent and share with others for a really long time thereafter. So, I would say picking up an instrument's a total no-brainer, even if it is the activity that results in probably more brain activity than any other. So don't wait for someday. If you got a guitar, piano, keyboard, pick it up, start learning how to play. Your future self will thank you for it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Everybody have a great summer. Thank you.